There's something that Uber Eats has been lying to us about ever since they introduced tipping into their business model. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Fritz, and today I'm going to be doing a ride along, but I also wanted to talk about something that I think a lot of people have been misled by. I just got my first order, so let me go pick that up and then we'll get right into it. Alright, y'all. There's a very common misconception about tipping on the Uber Eats platform. Uber Eats claims that customers have up to an hour to add or remove tips. This is true, however, 99% of the time that we receive an extra tip on these deliveries, the customer had already placed that larger tip in the app. Just like DoorDash hides tips on short distance deliveries, Uber Eats does the exact same thing. Unlike DoorDash, Uber Eats shows us up to $8 of the customer tip plus the $2 minimum base pay. That means when you see an order saying $10 for 1 or 2 miles, it is very likely that there is a hidden tip on that order. The same thing goes for a slightly further delivery. Uber Eats may increase the base pay to $3 and some change, meaning you will see 11 something dollars for 4 or 5 miles, and that order may very well have a hidden tip too. In my experience with Uber Eats, I've learned that it is much more likely that a customer will go in to reduce our tip after a delivery, and that the extra tips Uber Eats say we receive were already set in the app. Out of my hundreds of Uber Eats deliveries, there is only one time a customer has actually increased their tip. This was my 4th time delivering to this customer. Every week, he likes to order Sonic half a mile down the road to a local business, and he always tips $4. Typically, his order pops up as 1 mile for $6, however, this time it was a stack, so it only showed me $5.50. He usually orders around the slower times, so I'm always happy to take it. On this 4th time serving him, he came outside to meet me. I hopped out of the car and said something along the lines of, "Good to see you again," and it made him laugh. An hour or two goes by, and I noticed that my $5.50 estimate had actually jumped up. Instead of him tipping his usual $4, I checked under the customer payments and noticed that he had increased his tip to $7 this time. This has been the only time a customer has ever actually increased a tip after receiving good service from me. Most of these hidden tips I receive ask me to leave the order at their door. There is no reason that a customer would add an extra tip if we didn't even have any interaction. After recently completing what Uber classified as a package delivery from McAllister's, I immediately received the tip after drop-off. The second I confirmed the delivery, it said that the customer had tipped more. It quite literally would have been impossible for them to add a tip in that time. Also, I'm unable to click the thank the customer for order button. My assumption is that the customer placed this order through McAllister's website or by calling them, who then assign a delivery driver to the order through Uber Eats. The reason Uber Eats hides these larger tips, just like DoorDash does, is so that it keeps us guessing so that we can not only cherry pick $20 plus orders. So hopefully that provides some clarification for you guys. There really is no such thing as a customer adding an extra tip after the delivery for good service. That being said, remember to accept orders that you are okay with delivering at face value. What I mean by that is do not rely on an order having a hidden tip. If it is not an order that you would accept for the pay it is showing you, just wait for a better order. Now, with all that being said, let's get back to the ride along. Alright y'all, just got that Chick-fil-A dropped off and it's just after 12 o'clock. So we had a really good first hour. I'm gonna pop up all the orders I did in the first hour on the screen for you guys. I'm headed back to my zone now. I'm about 5 minutes away, so let's see what else we can get. Alright you guys, just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about here, this is what I see in the moment. It takes about an hour for my tips to come in, but I can predict that there's a hidden tip because I got $2.25 and the estimate was $10.25, meaning the base pay is $2.25, and if the tip was $8, or that's at least what they showed me was $8, I don't know exactly what it's going to be, you guys will, but I assume this is going to be a little bit higher. And the same thing goes for the other order that I took. As you can see, it was a little bit higher mileage, so the base pay was a little bit higher on that. It was $3.71, but add $8 to that, comes out to $11.71, so I expect the total to be higher on that one as well, but we will see. Alright y'all, after about 10 minutes of waiting, we finally got our next order that I'll throw up on the screen. There's a $1.50 peak pay going on right now, so I know there's not going to be a hidden tip on it, but I'm still happy to do the $7.25 for a mile. So let's go get it picked up and we'll get it dropped off and let's see what else we can get after that. Alright, got that last order dropped off, and we know it's not going to be a hidden tip, but it's alright. It was still an easy order. Now I'm headed back through my zone, and if I get an order, I'll take it, but if not, I'm getting pretty hungry, so I think I'll probably go eat. I got back to the spot I like to sit at when I'm waiting for orders, and after about 30 seconds, I got this order that'll pop up on the screen. So I'm going to go pick that up, and let's get it dropped off. Alright y'all, I gotta fly to this next drop off because I had accepted a GRUBHUB order like probably 5 minutes ago or something like that, and the pickup time is 2:02. Right now it's 1:57 and I'm 2 minutes away from this second customer. So I think we're gonna be able to get close enough to the restaurant to be able to mark that I arrived without getting any sort of contract violation from GRUBHUB. So let's see. Only 3 minutes after the pickup time and I am here, so I'm about to go in and get it. Let's see if Chick-fil-A has it ready. I really wouldn't be surprised if it still isn't ready when I get in there. Order was ready when I walked in there, and now we are only 3 miles or 7 minutes away from this customer. There's always something wrong with GRUBHUB orders. The customer put in the wrong address, but thankfully it's only about a mile or two away from the one she's actually at. So what you guys want to do in that scenario is you definitely want to reach out to support. You have to let the GRUBHUB support team know that there's an issue with the order before you just go out of your way and drop it off at a completely different address, because when you get there, it's going to say that you're at the wrong address and that you can't drop it off and all of that. But I called them and asked, and I made sure that I was going to get compensated for the extra miles, and she was very clear saying, yes, you'll get compensated for the extra miles. So I said I'll still drop it off, and I'm only 3 minutes away now. I'm actually turning into the correct neighborhood this time. So yeah, anyways, this order probably took 10 minutes longer than it should have, but it is what it is. It's still a good order for $14. So I'm gonna get this dropped off, and then we'll drive back through the zone and we'll see if I get another order. But if not, I'm hungry, so I'll probably head back.
Thank you for calling Driver Care. My name is Mary, and how can I help?
Hey, this is Fritz, and I just called about dropping off a...
Just to confirm, Fritz, that you are going to mark this order as delivered because the customer changed the address, right?
Yeah, correct.
Let me change the delivery status into delivered. Just 1 moment. So I already changed the delivery status into delivered, Fritz. You may now receive your next delivery. Is there anything else I can assist with?
Nope, that is all I needed. Thank you so much.
Thank you also for calling Driver Care, but please stay on the line for a brief survey. Have a nice day, and
all right, yeah.
Thank you.
You too, thank you. That's how you do it. It looks like GRUBHUB threw in an extra $1 for the extra mile or 2 miles, and it's alright. I'm not really complaining. Obviously, it would have been nice if the customer had put in the right address in the first place, but still a super good day overall. So I'm gonna head back through my zone now, and let's see if I get maybe one more order before I go back home. Alright y'all, I'm back in my spot, and I just did the math for what I think I'm gonna make today. Obviously, I have to wait about an hour for UBEREATS tips to come in, but assuming I don't get tip baited and assuming I don't get any extra for the deliveries I completed, I'm pretty sure I made over $100 in about 3.5 hours. I'll throw up my exact total on the screen for you guys along with my hourly rate. And for those of you guys that are always asking about it, we drove about 55 miles today. Hopefully this helps you guys pick out some high-paying orders on Uber. Just remember to never expect a hidden tip, because if you're relying on the order having a hidden tip, you're going to be disappointed sometimes. But with all that being said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the continuous support on these videos. It really means a lot to me. And with all that being said, I hope you guys are out here getting some money as well. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.